if I told you that the most powerful anti-aging secret is not a serum or a treatment, it's confidence? Come on in here. Let's be honest, most people think of anti-aging in terms of appearance. Fewer fine lines, smoother texture, plumper, hydrated cheeks. We chase these results, and these results are absolutely fabulous. But here's the truth that most people miss. Those physical changes are just half of the battle. They're half of the benefits. The real power of a good skincare routine is what it does for your confidence. Today, I'm going to show you why confidence might be the missing piece from your skincare routine. I'm also going to show you how it can help you to look younger, help you feel stronger, and help you live better overall. Also stay around toward the end of this video. I'm also going to share a mindset shift that could actually change the way that you view yourself, and it can change the way you view the aging process. So stick around for that. So when you start to see actual visual improvements after taking on a new skincare regimen, when you see clearer skin, fewer blemishes, more glowy skin, you actually not only look younger, you start to feel younger. It's a real thing. And this creates kind of a feedback loop where the better you feel, the more radiant you look. So it just kind of can keep on going. And then let's not forget that skincare is self-care in a major way, and so it's actually honoring yourself. It's not being vain. Don't let anyone tell you that. It's not vanity. You're actually honoring yourself when you take care of yourself. Every time you take care of your skin, you're saying, I'm worth showing up for. I'm worth showing up for. That's what you're saying every single time. That simple act builds a foundation of trust with you and a foundation of trust with yourself, and that builds your confidence. So that is one of the other ways that skincare can add to your confidence. All right, let's talk stress for just a second. When we're worrying about aging, whether it's I spy a new wrinkle, or maybe we are worried about the loss of firmness, worrying about any of it actually can accelerate the aging. So instead of worrying about it, get a consistent skincare routine. Partner with a licensed esthetician. I will have a membership available soon, and you can partner with me and we can do the entire transformation. You can actually experience that with me. So stay tuned for that. But make sure that you do that, because getting a consistent skincare routine actually allows you to take back control, and it alleviates that stress, okay? So even if you are seeing changes, because you know you're doing something about it, it's not as stressful. You end up feeling like you have control. You feel empowered. You know you're doing something about it. And when you feel good about your skin, you show up differently. So you make eye contact, you say yes to opportunities, you grow and you glow. And guess what? You draw people in. So you're drawing opportunities to you. You make people want to say yes to you because of the radiating glow that comes from a woman who takes care of her skin. I take very good care of my skin, and I attract a lot of people, and I attract wonderful opportunities. And I did not, when I didn't feel good about my skin, and I did not experience life the way that I'm experiencing it now, when I wasn't aware. I wasn't even aware. When I went to esthetician school, I was already in my mid-40s. So I had never had a facial before I started getting them in school. So of course, those months spent in school getting facials almost every day or every other day, the transformation happened for me, and it took years off, and I look a lot different than I did when I did not have a skincare regimen. And so I'm super grateful, and it is a gift. It's a gift that I feel like was bestowed upon me, and I want to give the gift to whoever wants it, because it's actually life-changing. That's the thing. It's a little more than skincare. That's why we want to be really careful to not let anyone say, oh, you caring too much about how you look and it's vanity. Actually, no. It's self-care, and it's very necessary. Confidence is not something that you earn. It's something that you awaken to. You don't have to become someone new. You just have to remember who you already are. But what about if you absolutely don't have any confidence for real, and you're not sure why? Well, I do know why a lot of us don't have confidence. We've let ourselves down a lot. Now the trust is not there. It's really an inside job, isn't it? You broke more promises to yourself than anyone else, and deep down, you just don't believe your own words anymore. And that's why confidence starts with trusting yourself. You have to make your word law. If you say you're going to do something, you really do have to do it. Kill the excuses, build the consistency, do it. And if you've never been a stickler for this, and now you're hearing this for a reason. You have to keep your word with yourself. Some of us, we will make sure we don't break our promises to the kids, to our siblings, to our mate, but yourself. So now you don't trust yourself. Isn't that something, how we can sabotage our own confidence? Been there. But confidence is indeed built on integrity, right? And it's built in private. So this is repairable. This is fixable. So let's do this. If you're on my channel because you're looking for that transformation, like I said, we'll soon have our membership going. And you guys can begin the journey. Now is the time to make the decision about keeping this promise to yourself, making this transformation your goal. Because once you transform in one part of your life, once you evolve, once you grow, the domino effect, right? Change envelops your whole life, and all of a sudden, you're in a whole new place. You're in a whole different life. It's a different world. Okay, none of that. But yeah, okay. Another thing I like to say over and over again, to learn as much as possible. And this is why, if you are tuned in and you're over 40, you already know a whole lot of stuff that the masses don't know, because we are from a different time where a lot of the technology that's available now was not available, all the way down to cell phones and where we were before dark and just our survival skills, and I can go on and on, right? So don't be intimidated by technology. Get into it. Get into it. Use YouTube not to scroll, not to keep up with the latest gossip, or something new, to learn the things that you don't know because of when we were born, right? So some of the things that are easy for the youth now puts that 11 on our forehead, like, what is this, right? So learn some things. So let me take this a little bit deeper. When it comes to confidence, what you speak out of your mouth is very important, that you set your intention on positivity. Your words, they're not just sounds. They're spiritual containers. Whatever it is you speak, you begin to live. So that's why you have to shift your self-talk from survival to strategy. You cannot say, I'm not ready. You have to say, I'm being prepared. You don't say, I never catch a break. You say, I'm walking in divine favor. You don't say, I don't know how. You say, wisdom is flowing to me daily. And that's faith talk, right? It's just a little switch, right? But it changes how you speak and how you think dramatically, and how you speak to yourself has the biggest impact on your confidence. You don't want to be the one to sabotage your glow up. The more you understand how things work, your skin, your habits, your emotions, the less random life feels. And the less random life feels, the more purposeful it feels. And the more purposeful it feels, and the more understanding you have, that understanding creates confidence, less anxiety, no chaos, right? So everything that we're talking about, you're doing it for you. Just in case you didn't notice. Everything that we're talking about, you're doing it for you. Yeah. We're going to rename this place the selfish place. I'm just kidding. It's not selfish at all, because a better you is a better everybody, especially if you are always pouring out, which at our age, that's what we're here for. That's what aunties and grandmas and stuff do. That's what we are, right? So you want to have something to pour out. Anyway, adopting a skincare routine will indeed give you the confidence to, embrace your role. You could now be a matriarch in your family. in your mid-40s. Sometimes you don't know what your purpose is when you're younger, but as you grow and you grow up and you mature, then you realize what your purpose is, because we all have one and we all have gifts. So we are here to pour, we are here to share. We are here for a reason. And that is why it's important to have confidence, because without the confidence, you won't share. You won't share your gift. You won't fulfill your purpose. You won't go for what you should go for. In the end, confidence is not just a result of an effective skincare regimen. It's also one of its most powerful benefits. Because when you trust yourself, when you speak life over yourself, and when you honor your body daily, you not only look younger, you live younger. If this resonated with you, please hit the like button. Please leave a comment about your skincare or your confidence journey. If any of this information you think someone else would benefit from, like your mother, your sister, your aunt, your best friend, or your neighbor down the street, then please share the video with them. For more content about aging gracefully with power, purpose, and beauty, please subscribe to my channel. And remember, confidence is not applied on the outside, but built on the inside. I so enjoyed speaking with you today, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Bye now.